For nearly 2 centuries, John Deere has been a symbol of power, reliability, and innovation in the world of agriculture. Its iconic green and yellow machines are found on farms across the United States and far beyond. But today, that legacy is under fire. A growing number of farmers are raising their voices, not in praise, but in protest. The very machines that once empowered them are now becoming sources of frustration, legal battles, and accusations of corporate overreach. In this video, we'll explore the rise of John Deere, its impact on modern farming, and the controversy that could redefine its future. In the heart of the American Midwest, where endless fields stretch toward the horizon, agriculture has long been more than just a livelihood. During the 19th century, this region began its transformation into the agricultural backbone of the United States. Fertile soil, expanding railroads, and waves of European immigrants made farming a booming industry. But the land wasn't easy to tame. Early settlers in states like Illinois, Iowa, and Nebraska quickly discovered that the dense, sticky prairie soil was no match for traditional cast-iron plows. The tools brought from the east simply couldn't cut through it. That's when a blacksmith named John Deere stepped into the picture. In 1837, in the small town of Grand Detour, Illinois, John Deere designed a polished steel plow that could slice through the heavy Midwestern earth without clogging. It was a breakthrough, simple, elegant, and revolutionary. Farmers took notice, and what began as a one-man blacksmith shop soon evolved into a manufacturing business that would transform farming forever. As America pushed westward and farming expanded, so did Deere and Company. The firm began mass-producing plows and other implements, helping American agriculture scale rapidly through the 19th century. Then came the 20th century, the age of mechanization. By the 1910s and 20s, the internal combustion engine was revolutionizing industry, and the tractor emerged as the new king of the farm. John Deere entered the tractor market in 1918 with the acquisition of the Waterloo Gasoline Engine Company. It was a bold move that would cement its place in the machinery world. Through the Great Depression and both World Wars, Deere innovated relentlessly, producing tractors, combines, and harvesters that allowed fewer workers to farm more land more efficiently. In 1960, the company released the iconic New Generation tractors, more powerful, comfortable, and easier to operate. In the decades that followed, it introduced GPS-guided systems, autonomous technology, and precision agriculture tools that redefined what farming could be. What began as a plow became a global powerhouse. Today, John Deere operates in over 100 countries and employs more than 80,000 people worldwide. Its machines aren't just used in agriculture, but also in construction, forestry, landscaping, and military logistics. The brand has acquired companies in tech, equipment manufacturing, and AI, positioning itself as a leader in the future of automated farming. But with great scale comes great scrutiny. And recently, farmers, the very people who helped build the Deere legacy, have begun to push back. The reason? Repair restrictions, digital locks, and a new kind of corporate control that's sparking lawsuits, headlines, and outrage across rural America. In the digital age, modern tractors have become rolling computers, filled with sensors, software, and encrypted systems that regulate every function from steering to seed placement. And here lies the controversy. When these machines break down, as all machines do, farmers say they're no longer able to fix them on their own. Why? Because critical software tools, diagnostics, and repair codes are often locked behind proprietary systems that only authorized John Deere dealers can access. This means that even a simple fix, like replacing a sensor or reprogramming a controller, can require hours of travel, expensive service calls, and long wait times. For farmers working within tight planting or harvest windows, those delays can be devastating. Across the country, a movement began to grow, a demand for the right to repair. Farmers, advocacy groups, and independent mechanics, argued that if you buy the machine, you should own the ability to fix it. But Deere pushed back. The company argued that opening up software systems could lead to safety risks, environmental violations, and the loss of intellectual property. Still, criticism mounted. By 2023, protests were happening from Nebraska to Washington, D.C., and lawmakers began taking notice. Then, in January 2025, the situation escalated. The Federal Trade Commission, together with the states of Illinois and Minnesota, filed a federal lawsuit against John Deere. The complaint accused the company of violating antitrust laws by monopolizing the repair market and unfairly restricting competition. According to the lawsuit, Deere withheld access to essential repair software and diagnostic tools, forcing customers to rely exclusively on its dealer network. The FTC claimed this practice inflated costs, slowed down repairs, and placed unnecessary burdens on rural communities. FTC Chair Lena Khan wrote, "Unfair repair restrictions can mean farmers face unnecessary delays during tight planting and harvest windows." Deere responded quickly, calling the lawsuit meritless and claiming it was based on flawed legal theories and misrepresentations of the facts. The company said it had already been expanding access to independent repair tools through pilot programs. Yet the timing of the lawsuit, days before a new presidential administration, sparked additional debate, with some officials questioning whether the move was politically motivated. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is clear. What began as a discussion about tools and tractors has become a broader fight about freedom, ownership, and control in the 21st century economy. And for an iconic company that once symbolized self-reliance and progress, the stakes, both legal and symbolic, have never been higher. John Deere began with a single idea that better tools could unlock better lives. In the hands of hardworking farmers, that self-scouring steel plow helped shape a nation. It turned untamed land into farmland, and farmers into icons of American independence. But today, a new question hangs in the air. Who owns the future of farming? Is it the farmer in the field, or the software in the cloud? The conflict over repair rights is not just about broken machines. It's about control, autonomy, and the evolving definition of ownership in a digital world. Some see John Deere's approach as protection of innovation. Others see it as betrayal of the very values the company was built on. A company once praised for empowering farmers now faces criticism for restricting them. And yet, perhaps this moment is not the end of the story, but the beginning of a new chapter. One where technology and tradition don't have to be in conflict, but can work together to rebuild trust, ensure transparency, and return a sense of agency to those who feed the world. Subscribe to Heavy Machines Era and join us as we uncover the machines, the companies, and the stories that shaped the modern world.